Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bevy with the Boss here at Pinnacle Women's Networking. And today I have the lovely, and we are featuring the most lovely and energetic gal, Andrea Dotterer. And she is with Authentic Empire. And we're so happy to have you today. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you're drinking water. I am having an early afternoon wine. So here's a toast.
Yep.
Toast.
That's okay. You go do that.
Yep. And I'm enjoying it.
As you should.
I'm actually here in Myrtle Beach, kind of on a little mini vacation, actually, but still love to, I don't consider this work, but, you know, keep up with stuff with Pinnacle. So, but thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. And
Thanks for having me.
I just love everything that you do. So I want you to start off and just first basic question is tell us a little bit about yourself and your business.
So, well, thank you again, Sandra, for having me. I think it's been almost a year since I joined this group, and I just absolutely love it. I love everything about it. I love all of the women. It's just been an incredible experience for me. So kudos to you for doing what you do.
Oh, thank you.
I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm married. I have 2 boys. One's 11, one's 6, so it's a circus. And my business, Authentic Empire, what I do in that business is I help women entrepreneurs create an authentic social media presence so they can grow their business. And my why about it, which I should have started with because I'm working on my little start with why, is I help women achieve the freedom they've always wanted. So whether that's time freedom, freedom from, feeling stuck, or freedom from, being that spammer on social media, because that's one of the things that I do is I help women. My blanket program, I call it spam rehab. So whether you've been a spammer like I have in the past, when I was doing network marketing years ago, I was one of those people who would say, everybody buy my shake. Or and so I know women are trying to grow businesses, and that way isn't working anymore. So I'm trying to help them, move away from, identifying with the company and moving more toward creating your own brand and just being yourself and getting paid for that.
Awesome. Yeah. But you know what? We don't know. We all have started off doing the very best that we can to try to promote our businesses and who we are. And it's just, over the years evolved with the changes that Facebook constantly puts on us and their rules and how they switch up things. Like we were just talking about our groups again, and we're doing a transition with our groups. But, it's so hard to determine because they've changed all of the settings now. We don't have multiple settings in privacy anymore.
Nope.
And it's like you don't get really informed about these changes. So you don't know. We've all probably been guilty of posting too much, or
of course
posting not enough, or sending those awkward personal messages about, check out my business or whatever I'm selling, all of that stuff. So what you're doing is taking the equation of the question mark out of, how do I do this? I mean, I need help. And I think this is a really huge topic that I wish I were better at. So your knowledge is really great, and I appreciate you sharing it and starting your business and around this. So it does remind me to ask this question. So what gave you this passion to start this kind of business that you do?
So I used to be in multi-level marketing business. So I did all of these things. And this was back when it was okay to do. But my experience with the network marketing, was really great at first, and then everything went downhill for me. I just didn't have a good experience in the end. But over the years that I was doing it, one thing that I found that I consistently loved to do was help women grow their business on social media. And people were coming to me and asking me for help, oh my goodness, how do you do that? You'll have a good presence, teach me these things. And so, it never occurred to me to do a business out of it. It was just my husband that was telling me, you should look into this as a business, because I was working 80+ hours a week in my other business, making less than I would make at McDonald's and neglecting my family and neglecting everything else, and where I could have been doing something else that could be beneficial for more women out there. So
yeah,
that's where it came up. And like you said, and you made a very good point about Facebook changing all the time, because that's exactly what's happening. And, you know, every time you turn around, there's something new, there's an update. And that's where I come in is you know, instead of you trying to keep up with that, because it's really impossible unless you know people or you're kind of plugged into all of that. If that's kind of your thing, like it is mine, then you're not going to know a lot of this stuff unless you see it, you just happen to come across, you know? So, you know, there's a new update, new thing that comes up that I think my clients or my audience needs to know, I'm going to let them know.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, so you help us big time with everything. I mean, it's, you know, it makes it so, you know, we have all these things that we have to do with our businesses, but those things we may not be pros at, like accounting and taking care of that, or, you know, maybe even sales. Some people just aren't very good at sales, and then all keeping up with all the social media aspects of everything. So, you know, I get so tied down with all this stuff, but, you know, it really is important that we stay abreast and stay online. I mean, this is this is today's modern way of advertising and sharing yourself, but you just don't want to come off as being, like you said, spammy or getting on somebody's nerves, or, you know, you don't want to be turned off by what you're doing. And so it's great to have somebody like you tell us how to do it correctly. And I really do appreciate that. And I appreciate you being a Pinnacle woman. What made you decide to want to join Pinnacle Women's Networking? I know we were Girl Boss before, and so were you. We had that in common, which I thought was so cute.
I know, I love that. And that was actually one of the, I'm like, oh, this is a sign, you know, we have the same. So back in, let's see, when I joined last year, a couple of people had, I know one of my clients, Megan McAuliffe, she owns Meg's Loving Pet Care. She mentioned, and a couple other friends of mine that I knew from other networking group had been mentioning this, Julie Burke.
Yes.
Girl Boss, and they're like, you need to be a part of it. I mean, you guys have this, like, the same name, like, you know, it's a sign and all this stuff. So you know, that's when I said, all right, I'm gonna go check out a meeting. That's when I came to a meeting last, I think it was October. It was at Hector's in Oakville, and that was the first meeting I ever attended, and I actually spoke at it. I did my 10 minutes. And, you know, Carla was just amazing and helped me through. And when I met everybody that day, I just felt like these people, like, I didn't feel like I was, and I'm a very, you know, I'm very introverted in a lot of ways. And so socially, sometimes I get like nervous and anxiety when I'm going to, especially stand up in front of people, which is.
That's scary. A surprise, because you don't see that at all.
Thank you. And, you know, meeting new people, but I felt like when I got in there and I started talking to people and then I got up there to speak, it just felt like family, and, you know, people were listening to me, and I felt like I had been there, you know, all along. So it really, it makes a difference when you feel that warmth when you walk into the room. Wow. And not like that, who's that? You know, I never got that once.
Yeah.
That's been amazing. So, you know, I was like, yeah, I want to be a part of this. I love to be a part of things that, you know, are helping the world become a better place. And I know this group, that's what they do.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you saying that, because we do try to, like, really kind of, you know, promote that community over competition thing. And we do want people to feel welcome. So happy you did point that out. I appreciate that very much. And so do you have anything special you want to share with us? Do you have any upcoming things you would like to share? What do you have on your role list of what you got coming up? We want to hear.
I do, actually. I'm in the process. So I have a private Facebook group called Spam Rehab Pro. It's a membership group. So there are a couple of different membership levels, if you want to be a part of that. And in there, that's where I really keep people up to date on what's going on in Facebook land, in an Instagram world. And I have every other month, we have specific training. So the training I'm working on now for November, which I'm going to start 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. So whatever that date is.
Got it. We can look.
November.
Yeah,
November 11th, I think, that week.
Yeah.
It's going to be, actually, that you mentioned sales, it's going to be about selling. So it's going to be centered around how to sell authentically from within instead of, like buy my stuff and, all of that, kind of superficial ways that, we've all learned how to do it because that's what we knew. That's what we were taught.
Yeah.
So that is going to start on Monday, November 11th, if I have the date right, that week inside Spam Rehab Pro. And I can, I don't know if you want to, I can put a link or somewhere where people can.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Pinnacle, anyone at Pinnacle gets a special link for you guys to get 10% off of the membership levels that you want.
I appreciate that because you should share that in our Pinnacle Rewards program. If you have it, if you have it in a little graphic, you should share that with us.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely love to do that. Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, we will look forward to that. So yes, so this will be posted obviously in multiple places. And so you can look for it there, but I'd like for you to put your link below. And everybody, if you haven't checked up on Andrea, please do. She's great. She's very open. She's very laid back. She's very authentic. I think there's a reason why she calls herself authentic.
Yes.
It's true. She is. And I appreciate having you so much. And thanks for spending your time with me. I'm sorry we're not physically together to give you a big old hug, but
that's okay. That's okay.
I'll get you soon, okay? And then everybody, please check up on her, and I hope you look at this. And if you are a member of Pinnacle and you'd like to do one of these Bevy with Bosses, please, by all means, let me know, okay?
Awesome.
And you guys,
thank you again so much for having me. I love that we're able to do this virtual.
Yeah, me too. Isn't it great that we have this technology? It's so awesome.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
All right.
Reach the world. Thank you. Thank you.
Have a great day, and I'll see you.
All right, you too, honey.
Okay?
Take care.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye.